I'm not even going to do an intro for this video. I just want to talk about the Steam store versus Epic Games and what this is going to take for Steam to win. And this one's for you, Valve and Steam. I want to see you fight these guys. I am so sick of seeing Tim Sweeney run his mouth nonstop about all kinds of nonsense and just proving how out of sync he really is with the consumer-driven market. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. And I think you need to be a little more tired of it too. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about what I hope that you're doing behind the scenes to combat this. Because Steam, you have won the loyalty of most of the consumers. You've done a lot of things right. Now you've had a few blips on the radar. There's no doubt. And after 15 years of being the only storefront, being the biggest dog, you're going to have some problems. But for the most part, those problems have been contained. But now it's time to learn how to fight when there's competition. And there is now competition, and they are trying to take you apart. They are taking shot after shot at you. And I hope that behind the scenes that you've internally pulled everybody in your company together, all the people that are community managers, to who works on the storefront, to the janitor. I hope you've pulled them in and you've said, we are now at war. There is no doubt about it. We are at war now. And I sincerely hope that they all understand what that means. And I really hope that you haven't lived too high on the hog to understand what it's like to have real competition, because you've got it now. Epic Games did $3 billion last year. They've committed $100 million to developers just to buy up what it all amounts to as exclusivity. They gave Phoenix Point $2 million to buy him right out of his crowdfunding. What a garbage, underhanded move. What a joke. And Tim Sweeney wants to declare that he knows what's best for everybody. Well, it's time to knock Tim Sweeney down a peg. I hope that you've gone into your Rolodex, into your database, and you've called every single developer that you've built a relationship with over the last 15 years. And make sure that they understand and you understand what their needs are, what you can do better. You better be calling them, every single one of them. You better engage with your clients and understand their needs so that this stuff stops from happening. So that they're a lot less inclined to take a $2 million check from some garbage store. It's time, Steam. It's time to fight back. You're the biggest great white shark in the ocean, and it's time to eat because there's blood in the water. It's time to eat. It's time to use every business tactic possible and leverage your loyal consumer base to fight for you. You don't have to do it crazily like this doofus does, but you got to do it subtly. You've got to put a couple little things out there so that we can jump on them. Put something out there like, this guy we really think that consumers drive the market. That's all you got to say. And we're going to eat him up. Because it's true. Do you need some bulletin board material? Because I've got that for you. Let's talk a little bit about what Epic Games has done over the last, 10, 15 days. Right here. Tim Sweeney says gamers don't realize Epic Store is improving the industry. Really? I don't think you're improving anything. I don't think you're improving shit. This is your competition, Steam. Epic Boss says developers will decide who wins the game store wars, not consumers. Are you kidding me? Does this guy not even understand where the money comes from? Where his $3 billion came from? Because kids are playing cartoons? Does he not understand where revenue, the basics of 101 business? This is your competition, Steam. You're the king of the jungle. This is the guy. Epic. This is great right here. Epic says Metro Exodus sold 2.5 times better on the Epic Store than Metro Last Light did on Steam. Really? Let me tell you how out of touch that comparison is. Last Light that franchise was still developing. It was developing a cult fan base. This was the first real AAA-esque title that they had put out for this. And you're going to sit here and tell me and brag that it sold 2.5 times better than a game that had nowhere near the development budget that this one had? Stop it. Come on, Epic. Epic snags more major store exclusives, including Quantic Dreams games. They took control. Ancestors, the Humankind Odyssey, and After Party. So here they are again, snatching up more games, more exclusivity. Now again, this is bad press for them. People hate this. The consumers hate this. The very people that they think don't matter hate this, Steam. Use that. Utilize that. Here's another shot at you. Epic. No porn or crappy games on our store. Exclusivity deals will eventually stop. Yeah, what? When you burn through the $100 million to try to give your garbage store credibility? Come on, Steam. Come on. This is a direct shot at you. Let's take a few with them. Come on. Epic Games doesn't want to repeat the Metro Exodus incident. Now, let me tell you why this is relevant to you, Steam. Let me explain to you why this is so relevant. Why you need to be on the phone with Deep Silver saying, hey, they just put you out there like that. Right here, this quote. We had been talking to those guys, meaning Deep Silver, for a number of months. And they made some decisions on their end. This is not a throw under the bus thing. That's exactly what it is. It's just the timing of where that came together and what was important to their business. We decided to do it together. Well, you didn't really. You did, but you didn't because now you just put them out there like it was their decision, not yours. Come on. And this, of course, is relating to the fact that Metro Exodus became a freaking Epic Store game exclusive with like 3 weeks before it was supposed to come out, when pre-orders were already on Steam. Come on. I mean, I'd be on the phone saying, look at this. They left you out to dry here. But here's the most telling tale for you, Steam. This is really what you can show. Put this on the projector in front of the entire company and say, you know, let's fight these guys. Here's a tweet from Epic Games. Very standard marketing tweet saying, hey, descend in the darkness. The dark heart of Seattle is a creature of the night and their uneasy alliances amidst a bloody civil war. We're pleased to share that Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 will be coming to the Epic Games Store. Great, you know, little tidbit. Let's look at some of the comments. Billy Joe, I won't be buying it on the Epic Games Store. Bet you all are crying because you couldn't buy exclusivity. At least this publisher studio had a spine and wants to give customers the choice of where to buy it from. Anar says, I will be buying it on Steam Games. Nick Sorrell, hopefully not exclusivity. I'd rather get it through Steam, thanks. Let's see. Kenta, I will buy it on Steam Games. Real Robwet, my computer got 200% faster after I installed the Epic Games launcher, and there's more and more and more and more. Look forward to buying it on Steam Games. These are the comments that these people are leaving because they can't stand it. They can't stand Epic Games. Use that. Get hungry. Get angry. Use it as motivation. You have competition now, and you better fucking love competition. My business is the exact same as yours. In my business, I have the same issue. I have price and I have relationships, and that's exactly what you have. If they're unhappy with your cut, you need to adjust it. Do it subtly. Don't put it out there like Epic did, but do it subtly. Adjust your cut. Support your developers. Understand what your customers and consumers need, because you have the support of us. But you need to continue to win back the trust of your clientele, of your developers. And you can do that. You're the biggest on the block. You've got more features. You've got more loyalty. Consumers love you. These developers are reading these comments too. Make them aware. Drive them towards that. Say, listen, people, the consumer who has the money, who buys the games, do not like this. Maximize the potential of that. You can do what it takes. Call them. Engage with your clients. I hope that's what you're doing. I was told a long time ago that if you take a shot at the king, you better well kill him. Well, you're the king, Steam, and you're not dead. You're not even close to dead. So you fight them. You go to war. You take everything that they have. This guy's a joke. Epic Game Store right now is a joke, but they are gaining credibility by the hour. It's time to stomp them out. Use your resources, use your relationships, use your longevity in the industry of being number one, and stomp them out. I really hope that you do something, Steam. I really do, because there's a lot of us out here that are rooting for you.